What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Luis. This is a video for my TV shows series, and this is something I picked up. This may be was an exclusive release. It sold out pretty quick. It's pretty cool. It's a locker set, as you can see, for the Wonder Years. And this opens up like that, and inside there are a couple of binders. The first 3 seasons are in this binder. Some liner notes, real cool. Yeah, the first 3 seasons are here. I love the show. When it first aired on ABC, I didn't watch it on TV when it first came out because I think I was still in school and not really watching too much TV back then. But I discovered it years later on physical media. And here are some stickers that I had completely forgotten were on here, which are actually magnets. And I did not know this was here, or I may have just forgotten. And I guess they would go on. Yeah, you just take these off, and these would go here. That's cool. Didn't know that. And this is the binder for seasons 4 through 7. There were 7 seasons. Some more liner notes made to look like a school book, notebook. Yeah, it's a pretty cool set. DVD, not Blu-ray, which is fine by me. And this may be some more liner notes. Kind of a hard book, pretty good quality. Yeah, there you go. Lots of, I'm sure there's lots of photos and whatnot, essays. Yeah, pretty cool thing to have. Wow. Yeah, pretty cool. I think this was released by a company called Time Life. And this does not belong in there. Get that out. More cardboard pieces. I'm gonna keep that one in there. So yeah, this is the Wonder Years. It went on for 7 seasons on TV, on ABC network, Channel 7 in New York. And I'm glad to have this unique collector's edition version in my collection. X-Files, I am currently revisiting the X-Files. I love this series. Yeah, this is a great set. All 7, how many seasons were this? 8, 9, I don't know, whatever, maybe 9 seasons. But I also do own the other seasons, like the season 10 and 11 that came out after the fact. So that's the X-Files complete collection. I got this Lost collector's edition. It's pretty cool. This lid comes off and there's a little map thing. This belongs on the lid, I think, like that. And it's got some pebbles from the show. I don't know what this is. Probably a bonus disc of some kind. And yeah, it comes in a cool little. Oh, there's some more things in here. More stuff in here. Kind of a hidden compartment. what this is. Keychain. Yeah. Yes, hidden compartments that I completely forgot about. A letter. Look at that. I was, and I still am, obsessed with this show. I think I've already watched all 6 seasons, like, at least 4 times. 4 times over. And I'm getting an itch to watch it again, all over again. This show was just completely mesmerizing. One of the best shows I've seen on TV ever in my lifetime. And I'm glad to have that nice little collector set right there. Hopefully we will see a 4K edition someday, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that because it's owned by Disney, and Disney is currently not interested in physical media. Let's move that aside for just a little bit. And this is my Family Ties set. Another collector set that I'm glad to own. I love this series. And it's got a little bonus disc there. Alright. And liner notes. This was also 7 seasons. It's got all 7 seasons. Pretty cool set. Yeah. This show was awesome. And that's Family Ties. That's a little bit faded there, but it's okay. Yeah, nice photo album style packaging there for one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. So there you have it. All right, these are my box sets, and now we go over to the actual regular sets, starting with 12 Monkeys, a series. I started watching this, and I was enjoying it, but I kind of lost a bit of interest and stopped watching. I watched about maybe 4 episodes from season 1. It's a good series. I was really enjoying it. I was really into it. But sometimes you start to trail off. You know, if you lose a bit of interest, you trail off, and then you completely stop watching, forget about it. But I do plan on finishing it. All in the Family. This was a recent pickup, which is why it's still sealed. All right. All 9 seasons. I got this for a good price on Shout. It's a Shout release. Let's see here. Ash versus the Evil Dead, the first season. I got the A-Team, the complete series. Another show I absolutely loved on TV, and it looks great on Blu-ray. I'm glad to have that on Blu-ray. A-Team complete series. Band of Brothers. Tin set. Great show. Battlestar Galactica. This show was another series I was obsessed with. Sorry about the dust. I was really obsessed with this series. And I've watched this series over maybe at least twice, but maybe 3 times. Yeah, and it looks great on Blu-ray. Great stuff, man. This is some good stuff. I'm really glad to have that in my collection. And got the Facts of Life, the complete series. All right. I'm not sure if I even watched the entire run, because towards the end I think there was some changes in which I didn't like. So I don't think I watched the whole thing through. But yeah, it is what it is. And I've got the Friday the 13th TV show. There were 3 seasons. That's season 1. This was a Paramount release, obviously. Season 2 and season 3. Believe it or not, I have not watched a single episode of this series yet. But please don't be too hard on me, because a guy who has so much stuff to go through, you know, you only have just enough time, right? Give Me a Break. This was a Canadian release, and it's got all 7 seasons. I used to have a huge crush on Katie, but yeah, this was a good sitcom. By the final season, it kind of went to hell because it was just about Nell in New York, and I don't know. It's just they dropped most of the other cast members. It was just really dumb, I think. But yeah, I enjoyed the first few seasons of that Give Me a Break complete season. Hell on Wheels, something I have not watched yet, but I picked up because I love anything with trains in it. So yeah, I'm gonna hope to someday be able to watch that. Heard good things about it. First 2 seasons of I Love Lucy. That's season 1, and this is season 2. I do own the other seasons on DVD. I think they're somewhere in my job. I keep a lot of stuff in my job, stuff that I'm selling, and you know. But hopefully Paramount will release the rest of the seasons on Blu-ray in a big box set. This is The Incredible Hulk, the complete series. Used to watch this as a kid, but I have not gone back to this show since I was a kid. I bought this set because I wanted the series on Blu-ray, but I have not watched the entire series just yet. Heathcliff, I was a huge fan of Heathcliff back in the day. This is the only release of Heathcliff that came out, and yeah, just a fun show, fun cartoon. Got some damage there on my Jefferson's 33 DVD set. This contains all 11 seasons. This is a great sitcom, very funny. I'm not a big fan of the earlier seasons, but it's still a great show overall. That's the Jeffersons. Knight Rider, the complete series, another show that I grew up with as a kid. Right? From Mill Creek. The Last Ship. This was a blind buy, and I was able to go through the series last year, and I really enjoyed it. Good stuff here. And all 9 seasons of Little House on the Prairie. These are not in order. This is season 6. Let's see. This is 7, 8. Okay, 9th and final season. It seemed for a while that Lionsgate, the distributor, did not want to release these on Blu-ray anymore. But there was some kind of petition online, and they changed their minds, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Good show. Yeah, so I've got all 9 seasons. That's season 1. This is 2, 3, right? 4, and 5. Which one was this? This is 6. Okay, so all 9 seasons of Little House on the Prairie. And I got all 3 seasons of Night Gallery from Kino. This was another blind buy. That's season 2 and season 3. I think if you're a fan of the Twilight Zone, you should be a fan of this, right? The Monsters, the complete series. 72 episodes, 3 discs, DVDs. I don't remember much about this show, but I think I've saw a few episodes on TV back when I was a kid, and I think I enjoyed them. So yeah, glad to have that. Max Headroom. This show I'm quite fond of. I used to watch this on TV. So yeah, Max Headroom. This is a Shout release. Yep. Yeah. Interesting show, and kind of fun, you know, in a way. That's a 5 DVD set. And MacGyver. I love MacGyver. Love this stuff. Thank you, Paramount, for releasing all 7 seasons on Blu-ray. They released the first season and then stopped. And it was a few years before people were started to give up hope, but thankfully they came to their senses and released the entire series of MacGyver. Some good stuff. Magnum PI, the complete series from Mill Creek. Good show, good stuff, fun. One of my favorite sitcom of all time, Married with Children. Love this one. I've been through the entire 11-season run about 10 times. Never get tired of this show. It's funny as hell. It's always funny. No matter how many times you watch this, you know, the same episodes over and over again, it's still funny. You know, it's just great. So yeah, complete series on DVD. And Miami Vice from Mill Creek. Complete series, good stuff. Glad to have it on Blu-ray. Looks good on Blu-ray. Mission Impossible. This has a bit of a strange packaging design. What is this? I think if you turn it over, or it slides out. Yeah, it easily slides out and can easily damage. It's very flimsy material here. But the box set itself is quite heavy. It contains the seasons in these little, almost CD-sized packets. And yeah, there you go. I've yet to go through this one. This was a recent purchase, fairly recent. I would say about a year and a half. And I've yet to go through the series, but I do plan on checking it out soon. Hopefully. Yeah, that's Mission Impossible. 7 seasons, 46 discs. Yeah, good stuff. I absolutely love the 90s version of The Outer Limits. And I have all 7 seasons. The first season was released by Sony in the US. And Sony stopped with the first season. This is an MGM property, but Sony was distributing their stuff early on, so it's got a Sony logo. This is a Sony product, but yeah, they only did 1 season, the first one, and I really loved. I love this show. Dare I say, I prefer this version over the original 60s version, which I also do own. Right, and the rest of the series was released from a Canadian firm. That's season 2. Is it? Oh yeah, it's Alliance. Not the best quality, but the materials that were available for the show are not really. I think this was edited on video, so it's not going to be the best quality in terms of picture quality. And season 5. They're not in order. Complete 5th season. I don't know if these are still available. I don't believe they are. They may not be. This is season 6. Lots of interesting episodes. This is 7. Some of these may be edited or the syndicated versions, which is a bummer, but I'm still glad to have the series on physical media. This is season 3. And what is this? Season 4. So yeah, 7 seasons of the Outer Limits 90s incarnation. Good stuff. One day at a time. Another Shout release. I really enjoyed this as a kid. I used to watch this on TV, on reruns. After school, WPIX Channel 11 in New York used to run this all the time. I think around 6 p.m. or so, along with Benson. Benson is still missing on DVD, and hopefully that'll make its way to physical media soon. All right, and here are the original Outer Limits sets. That's season 1. These are on Blu-ray. And season 2. There were only 2 seasons. Right, so yeah, that's from Kino. And I got the Pacific. Series, which I believe aired on HBO. Yeah, good series. Got the tin set, very nice. Sliders, another favorite. This was a 90s show, but I do hate the packaging on this because it, as you can see, this thing easily comes off. It's very flimsy, and I've already dropped it a couple times. And it's got these sleeves, which I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, I love the series. And maybe, it'll see a Blu-ray release someday, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. So that's Sliders, the complete series from Mill Creek. Fun show, fun stuff. Set that aside for a little bit. I have Stargate. SG-1, I love this show. This is a Blu-ray set, all 10 seasons. This is released from a Canadian company called VEI. The thing about this is that the quality is not very good, to be honest. These are actually upscaled. They were upscaled to HD. Since the show was shot on film, but I believe it was edited on video, and some of the effects wouldn't translate too well to HD. So they did the best they could. It looks all right, but if you're not a fan of DNR, then you might want to stay away from that and just stick to the DVDs. But I'm glad to have this, because it's better than nothing, right? So yeah, Stargate SG-1. And Stargate Atlantis, which I have been enjoying to revisit on again. This is I was on my 3rd round, but I stopped a few episodes into season 1. But I've watched the entire series already at least twice, because it's a great series, a lot of fun. So Stargate Atlantis, all 5 seasons. Back. Down here we have a Stargate film, The Ark of Truth. And if my memory is correct, inside here I also have, because there were 2 films made. The film was pretty good, and I believe I also have the Continuum. Yeah, the packaging is actually for Continuum, the other film. And I think I have both films, Ark of Truth and Continuum. So yeah, a pair of very good TV movies for the show, and yeah, glad to have that on Blu-ray, at least. And I am a big fan of the SGU edition of Stargate, which was sadly dropped after 2 seasons. But I picked this up. This is a Blu-ray set, and it does look good on Blu-ray, and not like the SG-1 version. Yeah, but sadly this was dropped. Just the 40 episodes. And a bit of a cliffhanger without any resolution, so that's a major bummer. Snowpiercer, this is season 1, and I think I have season 2 down here somewhere. Scooby-Doo, the complete series. Nice, cool looking set. All right. I watched this as a kid growing up, and I loved it. So I'm glad to have that on DVD. A nice set there. And I've got all the Tales from the Crypts shows. All 7 seasons of Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side. There are 4 discs, 4 seasons. I thought there were just 3. Yeah, season 1, the final season, the 3rd season. So there were 4 seasons. Season 2 and the first. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I've seen every episode. I used to watch this as a kid on TV a lot, and I watched a lot of episodes, but I don't remember much from this show. So these might be due for a revisit from me soon, because I wanna go back. I recall liking the show when I was a kid on TV. I was 10, 11, 12 years old, and I used to watch this on TV. I remember liking this series back then, but I may have changed my mind over time. So I'm going to revisit that pretty soon. And, of course, you have the Twilight Zone. All-time classic. This is a true classic. And these have been remastered for Blu-ray, and they look fantastic. That's season 1. Put these in the proper order. That's season 2. And season 3. Again, they all look great on Blu-ray. Season 4 is the season that contains the many hour-long episodes, many of which are among my favorites. And season 5, yeah, on Blu-ray, still has a sticker on it. Yep. One of my all-time favorites. Glad to have that on Blu-ray, looking great. If this doesn't make 4K, I'll be okay, because they look great, you know, and I can't really expect everything to be on 4K. And I also picked up or own the 80s version of the Twilight Zone, which I have to admit I really, really enjoy. Yeah, I really enjoyed these versions. That's season 1, guest starring Bruce Willis. Wow, lots of great names. Lots of great names here. And seasons 2 and 3. Yeah, I did enjoy this very much. So glad to have this in my collection. I'm not sure if these are out of print. Who released these? These are Image Entertainment, which they're now called RLJE, I believe. And I'm gonna put that back. Next up are more cartoons. Let's see here. We've got Tom and Jerry Spotlight Collection, Volume 2. Spotlight Collection, I guess Volume 1. And another one, Volume 3. Tom and Jerry. Love the cartoons. And I've got the Woody Woodpecker and Friends sets. A couple of volumes of that. And Volume 1. Great cartoons. Classic stuff. Good stuff. And down here at the bottom is my Walking Dead collection. All 11 seasons. All right. Including 11, which I just bought. All right. And I got the X-Files movies and the first Doctor Who. Let's see. Doctor Who, the complete first series. This was a blind buy. So I bought this as a test to see if I like the show. And if I do, I may look into buying more seasons in the future. Yep, and these are the 2 Event Series Blu-rays that I mentioned earlier. All right, and season 11, which is really a bit disappointing, but whatever. X-Files. And here's the other, actually no, that's Westworld. Here's the other Snowpiercer, season 2 of Snowpiercer. I wonder if season 3 will ever make it out. Good stuff. And Lost in Space, complete first season. I really enjoyed this show on Netflix. Right. And at the bottom here, it's Westworld. I got all seasons, all 4 seasons. I'm not sure if there are there more than 4. I don't know. But yeah, that's season 2. The hard box is that on Blu-ray. That's the first season. The scratch there. Season 3 and 4. Westworld. All right, and last but not least, I have this beautiful Miami Vice box set that I imported from Germany. All right. I love the colors on that. They look great. Very 80s, very Miami 80s. Alright, so complete ultimate collection. Alright, that's the back. Yeah, I really love this show, and I'm glad to own this version in addition to the Mill Creek. That comes off. This looks like a bit like the Maniacs box set that I owned. That's the lid that comes off, and these are the actual sets for each season. All right, that's season 1. It's basically a digipack. Looks good. The quality is good. These may be the same transfers as the Mill Creek. So nothing really like special there to stand out except for the packaging, but I'm glad to own both versions. Yeah, I guess it's a great show, and this is a great showpiece. This is a booklet that it came with some cards. Oh yeah, some art cards. Some good stuff here. Cast. Right. There you go. Sexy. Very nice. And one more. Yep. So, yeah, some cards. Cool stuff to have. All right, guys. This is my TV set collection. There you have it. All right. Thank you for tuning in once again to one of my videos. I appreciate if you would leave any comments below. And I'll see you next time. Take care.